Morning.
So, I'm Sean. Who are you?
I'm Kira. Some of my better days. Hi, who am I?
And we just had glazed chocolate covered donuts. Got a little bit of a sugar rush. And I've been out cutting my grass with a battery powered weed eater. And if you ever get a chance to buy a battery powered weed eater, don't.
Granted, we didn't buy this one, it was given to us, so. Beggars can't be choosers.
So I'm kind of like out of breath from pain. But I sat down and watched news for a couple of minutes while my wife was out getting the donuts. And I saw a little news story. And I stopped myself from telling her what happened because it's freaking hilarious. I said, "Well, wait a minute. Why don't we actually get a reaction from you in real time? We have a conversation about this instead of like having the conversation and be like, okay, now you want to go make a video about it." And you got to kind of recap shit.
I told him as long as I could keep doing what I was doing.
Yes, she's. You want to tell them what you're doing?
I am making ear warmers. This one is an LSU with the purple and the gold. Go Tigers! Go.
I don't know if that's a brand. We're gonna get sued or something.
No, it's no brand. It's Tigers. Go Tigers! Anyway, so I have a very dear
Weird rules.
family that has taken me and my family in as part of their own, and essentially my little sister has to have surgery out of state and needs help covering the costs. So I am making ear warmers and selling them to help raise money.
Yes. But
she has a GoFundMe page. Look for Emily Nelson and zip code 70791. Please donate if you can.
And that is nothing in any way to do with us, other than she's just sewing these and providing them.
I'm just helping out. Like I said, this is a very dear family that took me into their own 10 years ago.
But anyways, moving on. I normally don't like to do any types of promotions on this thing, but we have some personal, close friends that, if they need help, we kind of got to say something, So anyways, back to the news.
Yes, please do tell. I'm been in suspense for the last 10 minutes now.
Okay, so Russia says and this was on CCTV, and this was Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister who we know and love quite well. Oh yeah, he's just cuddly. Anyway, like a cuttlefish.
What you mean, like a blowfish? I don't know what that was. Too many donuts.
That reminded me of the guy from Hungary, because nobody wants to come to Hungary.
Okay. Nobody wants to stay in Hungary.
Anyway. Lavrov's more like Blowfish Dracula. I am Blowfish, but I am Dracula. Okay. Now, if you don't have an interesting mental image in your head at this point, you have no imagination, and you should eat a bunch of donuts.
Yay, donuts! Especially if you have a Mary Lee's nearby.
Yeah. Something about some warm, glazed donuts in the morning. Out in the country, pollen all making you sneeze.
Before we get the 8 inches of rain that are predicted to come hit us in the next 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
Might have
no comment.
I might have to tell Richard in advance that I might get flooded in. Joking, joking, joking. I'm going to work.
Yeah, too bad we had to sell that Jeep. Huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm regretting that at this moment because my little Scion, man, I can't even go through a puddle without the battery getting wet.
Gas mileage versus off-road capability. Only its off-road capability was it got stuck on the grass because the grass was wet. It's a Jeep.
But it's not. It wasn't four-wheel drive.
It's not four-wheel drive, but still, it says Jeep on the side. You know, it's.
We also live.
Something about that just seemed blasphemous and tragic. It's really high clay content.
We live
out there,
on
so
a
it does
swamp.
really get slippery.
We live on a swamp.
Yeah,
Swamp.
Yeah. Technically, we just live by a creek. We literally have a creek that runs one border of our property is a creek. And it goes right around back the house. And when it floods, the creek turns into a river.
And we are the first.
And our house runs through it.
And our cars sometimes.
Sometimes they don't. So Russia. Wait, what? Speaking of what?
I was going to say, speaking of flooding, we might want to go ahead and tell the kids to get their toys up out the yard before they float away. Like the soccer ball and stuff.
That's why we're trying to raise the shed up. We're trying to get the shed up on it. Another reason why my freaking back is hurting. Because what I've been doing with the Weedeater is trying to use the Weedeater to dig out the shed that we built and then didn't put up on bricks, so it's been sinking into the freaking mud.
The swamp is eating it. Sometimes we see Shrek in our backyard.
We can't build the floor on the shed to put all the crap we need to in the shed because the floor is now below the mud. There's just grass growing inside the fucking thing. Because apparently grass doesn't need sunlight around here.
Don't let anybody fool you. It ain't always drunkenness and Mardi Gras in Louisiana.
Just 2 hours in the evening is all these giant things of Weedeater tangling monkey grass. Anyway, okay, I'm done.
Russia. Because I'm about to need my purple yarn again.
Alright. I got something stuck in my fucking eye. So Lavrov, I don't know where he was making the statement. I'm pretty sure it was from the foreign ministry in Moscow. He says, we are asking the United States to help us coordinate with the Free Syrian Army against ISIL to provide air support.
We asked them,
and what he wants from us, and this is what I didn't mention yet.
He wants something. Surprise!
He says
surprise.
All they have to do is tell us the exact locations occupied by the Free Syrian Army, so we can help them with our bomb. They're offering what they're offering is we're offering close air support to the Free Syrian Army if the United States will help us coordinate by providing the exact locations of the Free Syrian rebels. Yeah, that is reality happening. People are actually saying this in reality. This is okay to most people. This is just what's going on in the world. Nobody fucking bats an eye.
Yeah.
Nobody's calling bullshit on this. It's been going on for quite some time. This is the whole pretense that they're saying on RT about the United States refuses to coordinate with Russia, as in we're obstructing coordination by, and they say it every time, because we won't tell them the exact location of the Free Syrian Army rebels. And now they're offering to help them with close air support against the Islamic State, who they haven't been bombing. Tell us where we are so we can bomb the rest of you, is what they fucking...
Hey, I'll help keep your house safe from thieves as long as you show me where all your valuables are. The fuck? I think they've been watching a little too much Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty?
Duck Dynasty. You know, everybody looks like an inbred backwoods redneck to them. Not all of us are like that, yeah. We live in Louisiana and we ain't even like that.
I think perhaps the media thinks that we're all that fucking dumb.
Not all of us are sheeple.
As far as not being Duck Dynasty, I picked the wrong day and the wrong level of beeriness to wear a plaid shirt. But,
Have a long, fluffy beard.
yeah. At least I can play some ZZ Top, you know?
I don't know. I think of Duck Dynasty and I always hear dueling banjos.
It's like instinct. Oh my god, I couldn't resist. I wasn't even listening. It just happened, and I replied like I didn't have a guitar with me. Anyway,
Play some Skinner, man.
Yeah. All right, so
I can't. I can't even. I'm such a white girl right now. I just can't even.
tell us where your valuables are so we can keep them safe from thieves.
I'll help you guard your house, but on the condition that you show me where all your jewelry and all your valuables and money are. We'll keep your bank account safe. Just give us your routing number, your account information, and your PIN number.
Like when the bank robber says, "We'll let the hostages go. Just tell all the cops to leave."
Tell the cops it was all a big mistake.
We'll let the hostages go after we get them.
Wow. Just. No words.
We want to provide close air support to the people we've been bombing. Because I am Dracula. Tell us where my remaining meals are, so I may eat them.
I just want to know where your blood bank is.
Like these people are like fucking supervillains. They're cliche supervillains.
It's Dr. Evil.
And the idea that anybody can treat, I don't know, people who consider these people legitimate leaders in modern society, in the civilized world, how they can call themselves legitimate news channels or even be considered by other reporting people, other news agencies, to be at all legitimate. Just anything but a bunch of fucking lying criminals for taking this seriously and for not calling them out on their bullshit. Are they afraid? Like and this is Euronews, not just RT. Okay, not all the RT channels. Okay, all the fucking RT channels and all the fakes like We Are Change and you know the little blah 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 channels that I mentioned on the shill list video. Okay, they're all going along with this thing about how we're refusing to coordinate with Russia. And just the 2+2=4 level of understanding that it takes to catch the part where Lavrov himself says All they need to do is tell us where they are so we won't bomb them. That's the coordination they expect? To identify all the fucking people? I mean, they're clearly targeting Free Syrian Army. They're clearly targeting the front line of the Assad advancement, okay? And they're just leveling entire populated areas, okay? Just, you see this, they just released more overhead drone footage of, I don't know, what looks like a city of about 50,000 people, 40,000 people. And you can see on top of each building, the airstrikes go through the roof into the building, and the building stays standing. That's very clever. It minimizes the dramatic effect of the video, but if you just pause it a few times while you're looking through there, you'll see there's all these holes where the bomb went through the very thin top layers of those roofs and then exploded inside the building. Because, that's how shit works when it's not a controlled demolition. But more crude weapons like the Syrians were using, the Assad regime was using, those were just kind of leveling entire buildings because they would explode on tops of them. Well, you can see still some areas that had been bombed by Russia were bombed either using heavier ordnance or multiple bombs hit, or the way they hit took down the buildings. But there's still some areas that look like the barrel bombed areas that the Assad regime had just demolished. Go look at it for yourself. War Leaks is usually a good channel. U.S. military videos and photos if you want to see what our team does. What the hell are they talking about?
Show us where your valuables are and we will keep them safe.
Oh, yes. Hostess Twinkie Drak. Exactly. Jabba the Slut. I mean, almost, looks almost blue on the camera. Why? Because aliens don't wear hats. That's why. Anyways, that's all. Wear your collars like this so Dracula won't get you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Whoa, oh, 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 oh.